Alright, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Derek. It's your boy Eric. Twins. We got again. Coming together live with a brand new episode of Jim and Not Mood Swing. In today's episode, we'll be doing a reaction video on one of the most popular up-and-coming YouTubers, the lead attorney.
Guys, listen to me. If your child does not know you by 15, you're fucked.
The lead attorney is one of the most valuable YouTubers in history. He puts on a lot of YouTubers, and he's a YouTuber from the Atlanta area, and he gives a lot of information on divorce. He was a 20-year divorce attorney.
I hate you. I'ma have me a man, boo-boo. A man who wants to be with me and my baby and have a family.
So if you guys need any knowledge on divorce and stuff, make sure you guys go look at his channel, The Lead Attorney. All right, without further ado, let's jump straight into it.
Funny you say that because I got divorced last year and I decided to give my wife $2,000. The court told me I owed her $3,500, give her around $3,700, and I said no, I'm gonna give her I'm gonna give her $2,000, and I'm gonna give her everything else. I gave her almost everything in there, and my thing was this: I want you to so good because I don't. My issue was I don't want you to talk bad about me in front of the kids, or he's a deadbeat, he doesn't take care of us and anything else. So I went above and beyond just because I was so scared of you manipulating or taking the advantage to say something negative in front of the kids. So therefore, for the 3 years that we were separated, I gave her $2,000, even though the judge told me I could give her $3,700. I said, no, I'm gonna give you $2,000.
I don't understand, because you're saying that you gave her more than was necessary.
Yes.
But then you're saying the judge told you need to give her $3,700, but you gave her $2,000. $2,000 is less than $3,700.
I'm sorry. I went to the court. And they looked at my numbers and her numbers, and they said, for the kids that I have and the income that we have is $1,375. I'm supposed to give her, right? When I spoke to her, she goes, "No, that's not good enough because based on my social standing, I'm not going to accept that from you." I said, "Well, this is what the court said and everything." And she goes, "No, I don't care about that. I want this money. I want $2,000 because that." And I thought about it. We live in a good neighborhood. We have everything else. I said, you know what? Even if I have to bust my butt for 3 years, I'll give you the $2,000 because I don't want you talking negative to the kids about your father's a deadbeat, he ain't no good, he blah blah blah. So therefore, I conceded to it, and I'm cool because at the end of the day, I made enough money that I could cover the 2 G's a month. And I made sure that she had everything she needed. I gave her everything else, and even with all that, she still talked a little bad about me. Even though
exactly.
Thank you.
Wait. Like, this is important. You're paying $700 a.
It's like you really can't win for losing. Like, this man tried to go above and beyond. He tried to go the extra mile for his kids. Like, as you see a lot of great black fathers do, they try to go above and beyond for their kids. It's like, and the mother just still belittles him. Like, I mean, to be real, I don't know, because with him, it sounds like his math skills were kind of off. So it does. I don't know what kind of father he might be. I don't know what type of man this might be, because seem like he can't get it. Because he was saying one thing, but he meant another. So, and like the lead attorney, he was confused as well. So it's like, cause I'm still kind of confused on the numbers a little bit. Because he's saying he gave her more because like he didn't want her to talk about him in front of the kids, but it still ended up like bad for him. Exactly. So it's like, guys, you can't win for losing. So make sure you guys just do what the judge says and do the best on your end. Make sure that you good. You can't worry about what you can't control. Exactly, because you can't control her manipulating the kids. All you control is like, what you gotta do is be the best father, period. So if she tries to manipulate the kids will be like, what's going on with mama? Mama crazy. I got a great father. Why is mama down talking dad? Exactly. Like, dad is nothing like you said. Like, so if you be the great father, he trying to worry about the mama versus worrying about the kids who's truly like, what's most important in this situation. Exactly. Versus worried about the mother. You should worry about the kids. Be a great father. Exactly. Make the kids like, what's going on with mama? Why mama down talking daddy? Like, you guys gotta just go above and beyond with the kids who truly matter versus focusing on the mama. It's his viewpoint. He started focusing on the mother versus the kids.
Dollars a month.
True.
Every single month for 3 years.
True.
So that this woman does not talk bad about you after she told you that the amount of child support that the judge said was fair. She told you that wasn't enough. So she made you pay $700 more. Made is a strong word. You agreed to it.
I agreed.
Hoping that she wouldn't talk bad about you in front of your kids, and then she still did it. And I hope guys listen to this so you do not make the mistake that this man made.
No. But I don't think it's a mistake.
No, it's absolutely a mistake.
Why? Why you say that?
Because you tried to bribe your baby's mother. You tried to pay her.
You guys, this is a big mistake, and this guy still don't want to don't want to be held accountable for his mistake. I don't think it was a mistake. I don't think it was a mistake. You guys just pay attention to this guy. Like he's steady saying this is not a mistake. It's $700 he could have gave to his kids in their hand. $700 he could have saved for his kids for a later date. But this man would rather just waste his money, throw it away, and give it to his wife, his ex-wife. And that's why I believe he's feeling it's not wasted, because he's still like, it's his ex-wife. Like he's still focused on her. You cannot bribe nobody and pay them extra money and expect them to do right by you. No, people are people. They still gonna do what they want to do regardless. They don't care if they got the money. Exactly, because this might be what kind of father he is. That's why he probably is afraid that his children may be manipulated, because all he does is throw money at the situation. And that's probably what he does with his kids. It's probably what he does with his wife. So this man right here, he don't know how. He's truly a simp. All he know how to do is throw money at it. He don't know how to talk. He don't know how to articulate himself. He's just gonna throw money out at the situation. So this might be why he is afraid that his children might be manipulated. So you guys gotta pay attention to these things. You guys gotta pay attention to the details, because this tells a lot about a person.
Tried to pay her $700 a month so that she would not talk bad about you in front of the kids, which she is court ordered not to do. She could go to jail for that. No, parents are not allowed to disparage the other parents in the presence of the children. She was already court ordered to do that. So even though a judge ordered her not to do it, you paid her an extra $700 a month so that she didn't do it. And then she did it anyway. And then she didn't go to jail, and she didn't return you your money. That's why it's bullshit. Like, it's the worst of all worlds. You don't see it like that, fair enough. But there are people, maybe there's a 23-year-old in the chat. Maybe there's a 25-year-old in the chat who's looking at you, successful man, 50 years old. He's thinking that you're doing stuff right because you don't have a problem with it. I'm here to tell you what you did was bullshit. Not necessarily for your situation, because you got the money, fine. I don't want the young people hearing it thinking that's the way to do it.
Okay.
It's not the way to do it. It's the opposite. Do the opposite of what
just because you got the money, it still does not help, because this man is still a man, and he gonna do this in further situations. You can't throw money at situations. Exactly. That's the thing. You guys, like, it does not matter. You guys still have to learn life skills. All right. Yeah, and like, do you understand that he just threw all his money away? He talking about it's worth it. It sounded like it wasn't worth it. You could have had this money in your pocket. Not to cut you off. It's not even about the money. It's about the time. It's about the energy. It's really about my time. Because that's the one thing. Like, time, you cannot get time back. Because it's like, time is one of the most important things to me. So it's like, it's not even about the money. It's about, I could spend the time with my kids. Like, you took time away from my kids just to talk bad about me. Come on now. Yeah, but that's why you can't be like this man. Cannot be.
this gentleman did. Not saying that it didn't work out for him, not saying that he's not cool with it, because apparently he is, but you can absolutely make mistakes in life and be cool with it.
But the thing was that I saw was that we live in a good neighborhood. We have it. We don't have to go to private school because our neighborhood was so good. And if I didn't give you the $2,000, you would have to move somewhere else that the neighbor wouldn't be the same. So I thought it was helping my kids out. And at the same time, I still spent $1,000, $2,000 every month. Or I was doing the cooking. I was also giving them gifts and everything else, because it seemed to me that I'm very structured, and I'm very, I wanted my kids to have a certain way of living, but my wife was completely different. So it seemed to me that I have to change who I am to accommodate the new surrounding that we were put into. But at the end of the day, look, this was 3 years ago. My son is 18. He's in college right now. But it
seemed like he almost needed to have the kids. Yeah, because my thing is, he said him and his wife are totally different. You guys, I have a twin brother, I'm not going to lie. But it's like me having a twin brother, I need a wife that we have similar likes, because as you see, him and his wife are completely different. I need to know that when I'm not around my children, my ex-wife or my wife, she's built like this. She's gonna raise my kids like this. You cannot change someone. You cannot try to teach someone to be like you. You cannot teach someone to like. You can't change someone. It got to be in you, not on you. That's what I'm saying. It got to be in you and not on you. Because it's like, you cannot teach somebody how to be cool. You can't teach someone structure. And then once they leave you, they go astray. You got to have someone that's built like this, that's built in them. So when they leave you, they still have a structured lifestyle. Exactly. So make sure when you got to look for a partner, they have a similar lifestyle as you. Because your partner
you and your partner have to be on the same accord.
Exactly.
Because you all are in a partnership in a marriage. This is business, so y'all gotta have the same business plan, have the same goals. If you're not, you could end up like him.
Exactly. Like if you guys are first in a relationship, we advise you guys to make a vision board so you guys can see if you guys have to share the same vision.
3 years ago. My son is 18. He's in college right now. My daughter is 16. I'm doing really well. I make good money. My wife's even making way more than I do. Way more than I do. But I was able to give her money.
Wait. Your
Yeah.
wife makes more than you do, but yet she made you bribe her for $700 a month. $700 a month for a year. Let's just say it's $7,000.
Mhm.
Times 3, that's $21,000. Now I know you're the man, but this is $21,000 tax free because she gets it tax free. For you to earn that $21,000,
That's my butt.
well, you probably had to make like 30 grand in earnings to pay her the 21,000. Are you telling me you couldn't have
I'm gonna say one thing: no Vaseline.
put that $30,000 into your kids' college fund? You couldn't have bought you couldn't have used that $30,000 to put down maybe on a rental property, a down payment, so that your son has some rental income coming in? Like, you fucking wasted that $30,000 trying to bribe this woman, and you're saying that you're fine with it. You don't understand. That $30,000 could have went so far for your son. I know your son's taken care of. I know you got it. What I'm trying to tell you though is to misspend $30,000 that can go directly to your son, to a woman who makes more than you.
But this is it though. But you have to understand something. Women have a tendency to talk bad about men, and they could turn the kid against you. And I already knew that was going to happen if I didn't, because when we were together, it was my daughter was being turned against me and whatnot. So I was like, you know what? When I finish, when I get divorced, I better make sure that this is amicable. I gave her everything. As a matter of fact, I gave her full custody of the kids because I live across the street. I bought a house across the street. So I live across the street, even though I have them 50% of the time. I say, let me give her full child support, even though, like this weekend I have them, but I give her full child support. I'm like, look, let me do everything to make sure that this woman doesn't destroy the relationship I have with my children. And I work really hard at them. I take them every week. I spend money. I take them to Ocean City. I take them everywhere. But the issue with me, like I said, as a man,
He got a big issue.
He said he spend money. I spend money. I spend money. I spend money. That's all he's saying. He's saying he spend money. That's the main issue. That man, he feel like money can solve everything. And it's not about money. He really thinks it's about the money. Like, it's not about the money. It's about the love.
Exactly, because he talking about money, but money don't got nothing to do with the problems he said. Like,
Exactly.
money don't fix those problems.
held captive, because at the end of the day, the kids really follow their mother. And if the mother starts talking negative about you in front of them, then you're gonna.
My thing, what my mother told me, my stepmother told me, no matter what go on, like, the kids go to love their daddy, because, like, as a father, you should feel like your kids feel like you a superhero. Your kids feel like you the biggest person, the strongest person in the world. They feel like that about their mother. So as a father and as a man, he didn't lead his household well. So that's probably the reason they are divorcing. They are divorcing. So it's like, he didn't do his job, like, from birth. Like, they should feel like you Superman. Like, that's all I'm saying. Because I understand they love their mother as they should, but it's like, the mother should look at you as Superman as well. The whole family should look at you as Superman. You should be Superman
of your household.
Negative about you in front of them, then you're gonna not have that relationship with them. Thank God I have a good relationship with my kids. I mean, my son is gonna move in with me next month. My daughter loves me, so it paid off for me, even though I had to pay more. But the way I saw it is labor, that's energy, that's going to come and go. But the time and the support, because they're the formative years. If your wife start talking bad about you when you get divorced and they're 12 or 13 and they start hating you, and I've seen that a lot, I said, I don't want that. So therefore, I paid a little bit more. But now I'm at a point that my kids love me. They care about me.
You said your child was 18 years old?
He just turned 18 last 13 days.
And you overpaid for 3 years. So your child was 15 when you guys got separated?
Yes.
So your child is 15 years old and is able to be swayed by the mom at 15 years old?
Oh,
and
yes.
I say sometimes, like, the child might get swayed by the mom sometimes, because some people cut low and below the belt, and some people just tell kids like what they need to know.
My thing in the long run, he won because what he doing was right, and they just seen the truth in the mama.
Yeah.
Like so, that's why he ended up winning.
Exactly.
But you don't have to do that. They would have did.
They would have known eventually just by.
He know the mama. He said, I understand what I'm dealing with though.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm feeling just soften the blow because they gonna have him regardless.
Yeah.
At least let it be as soft as possible.
He said, I'm gonna overcompensate so
it could be just so good.
We
still gotta say he did kind of good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
he seen the long run.
Yeah, because he overcompensated, so ain't no worry on my side.
Yeah, but she still.
Yeah. To the extent that you have to pay her 30 grand extra.
But the money's not the problem.
If you guys, listen to me. If your child does not know you by 15, you're fucked. If a woman, listen, if a woman can easily change a 4-year-old's perception of you as a dad, even a 6-year-old's, even a 10-year-old, if you have to pay $30,000 so that your 15-year-old, who you spend half the time with, this isn't even making any sense. Are you telling me you spent half the time with your child, your 15-year-old child, but the other half your child could be turned against you?
But you see, my son's a mama's boy, and she's very protective of him.
Wait. Let me just get this straight. You spent half the time with your child, your 15-year-old?
Of course, yes.
But in that other half where he's not with you, 15 years old, he has eyes, he has ears, he talks to you, he sees what type of man you are after 15 years. You're saying that the mother could turn him against you?
Okay, well, that's what I thought, because now he's 18 and he wants to live with me. He just told me, hey, Dad, I want to come with you. You have your own house. She just moved to this nice little beach house. She has a beautiful house. She's cool people. But my son's about to come and live with me.
Wait, the mom is cool people?
Yeah.
You just said you had to pay her $700.
This is this man's issue. Like he really be missing the point. I believe this man is delusional. He sees what he wants to see. He only sees like the money's not an issue. I could work. The money is an issue. You could work, but that time you be spending with your children.
$1 a month so she didn't talk shit about you in front of your own 15-year-old.
Yeah.
But she's cool people.
Look, as long as my kids are not turned against me and they love me and they care for me, I don't.
That's not even his fault, guys. Shout out to him. I can't take it. Listen, I kicked you off. I apologize. I can't take it. I can't listen to this bullshit. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's not you. That's me. This is just for my sanity as a 20-year divorce attorney. Listening to you tell me that you had to pay $700 a month for 3 years so that the mother didn't turn your 15-year-old against you, but then you turn around on this show and you tell me that she's cool people? You got to get the fuck off the panel with that. No mother is cool people if they are turning fathers against children for money. They're not cool people. I don't even want the 1,100 people. It's not you. It's not you. I just don't want 1,100 people listening to your bullshit. She's not cool people if you have to pay her $700 a month so that she doesn't turn your 15-year-old against you. And then on top of that, she talks shit about you after taking your money.
All right, you guys, like me personally, I feel like this man right here, he's really an ultimate, but he understands. He sees the long vision. He understood the mother of his children. He understood who he was dealing with. So he said, I'm gonna do whatever I do to soften the blow as much as possible. Because he understood that he can control his situation. But I still want to give her the money. But he said, I only can control my situation, so I'm gonna move in front of her, which is a great move by him. He said, I wouldn't do it because ain't nobody trying to see nobody driving my ex-wife drive. You know what I'm saying? But like, I understand it's about the kids. That's a great point by the kids. So I understand that was a good point by that man. And like, in the long run, I believe his children will see that their father is a good person once they're older. Because when they're young, their mind is so malleable. Like the mothers could turn them against them. But as they get older and they see like this structure they had, they really truly will grow and appreciate this as they got older, and they will see the toxic ways of the mother. So as his kids got older, as this man, he is smart because I believe he sees the long run, the bigger picture versus everybody. Like he don't care about the time, the money, and nothing. He really care about his kids, and like I really applaud him for that because he's going above and beyond. But I believe he's going
about it the wrong way.
Exactly.
Because I believe that this man, he tried to overcompensate so in the future they'll know that he did everything and beyond for them, where can't nobody talk bad on him because the actions are proving that he gave more than what he's supposed to, so he can so they won't have a bad name. I mean, he overcompensated so they won't talk bad about him. But in the long run, they still gonna talk bad about you. So you just gotta make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly. One of my big issues is I believe if you divorce me, you divorcing my lifestyle. Yes, I still love you, but why you leave me, but you still want the stuff that come with me? Like if you divorce me, like you give me back everything I need back, my coupons, I need back. You can't use my accounts when you go to Walmart. You can't use none. Don't use my Kroger number to get no coupon. I don't need none of that. If you divorce me, you divorce
Sam's account.
Yeah, you divorcing my lifestyle. Like that's all I'm saying. Like if you divorce me, please understand that you're divorcing this lifestyle because you don't think you can leave me and still come around me. It's still cordial, still I love, but you're not finna use my Netflix. No, go get your own account.
Yeah.
You're not finna use my Sam's card. No, go get another one.
My Amazon Prime account.
Like I understand, like I love you, but you divorced me. You finna divorce my account too. Like, that's all I'm saying. It's your boy Derek.
It's your boy Eric.
Make sure you guys do whatever you gotta do, not to end up like this, Father.
Please.
But make sure you guys do whatever you can do and go above and beyond like
For
this
your
man
kids.
did. Alright, see you guys later.